Hi. So I said I wasn't doing any videos this weekend. That's changed. I was meant to be meeting up with a friend today. We're meant to be having quite a drunken night watching Eurovision Song Contest because that's what you do. That's the only way you can get through a whole night of Eurovision. You get very drunk. But unfortunately, for them, they spent most of yesterday in A&E. They had an allergic reaction to a medical treatment they had, and the face completely swelled up. So yeah, they're not feeling very good in themselves, feeling very sorry for themselves. So send them loads of healing wishes, etc. But yeah, so unfortunately we've had to reschedule, and it won't be a drunken night because there's no Eurovision apart from this weekend. But that's by the by. So because of that, their pain and their this sounds awful. Their pain is my gain because it meant I could have my normal geeky Saturday and pop down early to my local comic shop. So let's have a look what's inside David Bowie. Let's have a look what's inside David Bowie today and see what my haul is. Okay. So like a wonderful 1970s magician on a late night on a Saturday night talent show, I shall do a great reveal. Ta-da! So it's just a nice size hole, but there's I've got noticed a crease on one of my comics. No, I've creased it in the bag. Oh well, good job. I'm not precious about stuff like that. But well, I've lost the whole train of thought then. So it's a standard. Oh my god. This is what happens when I'm on an early shift at work. My brain gets scrambled. My body clock's all over the show. I woke up ridiculously early today because I couldn't lie, and I was used to get up really early. So I watched. This is what happens. I do mega long intros as well. I started watching WWE in bed this morning with my porridge and my coffee. You don't need to know this, but you know it now. Welcome to my world. You can feel the suffering of my brain alongside me. Um, so where was I going? Oh yeah, so we went to my comic shop today. Quite a just a reasonable size haul today. So I'm really pleased about what I got. So let's just have a look in no particular order. So we got World Tree. Zoom out. Wonderful. Who needs a camera person when you've got skills like me? So World Tree is the James Tynion futuristic cyber horror. I absolutely adore this with wonderful art by um, Fernando Blanco. One of my favourite comics. I love the whole Tiny Onion range of books. If I see James Tanya's name such something, I'm guaranteed to pick it up. And then this was missing from my box last week or the week before, so I found it on the shelf. So I picked up Conan the Barbarian. I was going to be a drama queen and say, right, if they're not willing to, if they're going to miss an issue from a box, I'm not going to collect it anymore. But I saw sense. It's Conan, so I picked up Conan the Barbarian number 30, and then yep, I've got the ding. So there's a big hoo ha about. Uh, I was about my comics having a ding. I'm not bothered. Who gives a fuck about dings? I'm buying this to read, not to frame as a piece of art. So, absolutely Batman number 20. And then I got Absolute Martian Manhunter number 11, Bleeding Hearts number 4. This comic is just so wonderful, and I just cannot wait for that Absolute Green Arrow. So Bleeding Hearts number 4 by Dennis Camp, Stipan Morion. Absolute Martian Manhunter number 11 is the penultimate issue. Um, so by the usual team of Dennis Camp and Javier Rodriguez. And then we've got Geiger by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. And colour art by Brad Anderson. I do like how they give him time to shine as well. Oops, you don't need to see my receipt. I do have some fun stories coming up soon. And then Firestorm, Fury Firestorm number 2. Apparently, it's meant to be a 6-issue series. It's now been extended to either an 8 or 9-issue series, Jeff Lemire said. This is what happened with Poison Ivy. Initially, it was meant to be a 6th issue. Then it got extended by a bit, and then it ended up becoming ongoing. So hopefully, Jeff Lemire stays in love for Firestorm and it becomes an ongoing. It's one of my favourite characters, written by one of my favourite writers, with gorgeous art by Della Torre. Beautiful. Cannot wait to read that. We'll come to that in a second. Mortal 4 by Al Ewing and Pasquale Ferry. One of the two Marvel comics I get put aside for me. The other one being Stephanie Phillips and Lee Garbutt's run on Daredevil. But this is just absolutely wonderful. It's one of my favourite comics. I adore this comic. And then we have Savage Sword of Conan, number 14. Ah, what can I say? This is how I like my comics: big, meaty, and oversized. And then, yes, I got Spawn. I got Spawn. Yes, me. Yes, the person who normally says, "Oh, Spawn's shit." Reason being, I like the concept of Spawn. I've read runs some of the comics in the Spawn universe. I'm just not the biggest. I love Tom McFarlane as a person. I think he's got a great attitude. He's done so much good for the comics community. He's a positive force for good for comics, unlike one of his stablemates, Rob Liefeld. He's not full of his own importance. He just loves comics and he's willing to, encourage up and coming creators. And that's one of the reasons I bought this. This here, 5 more pages, same price. So this is Tom McFarlane's last issue with Brett Booth on art, and then one of my favourite recent writers of recent years, Matthew Rosenberg, is coming on, taking over Spawn and King Spawn, and this is with Steven Segovia doing the artwork, and so you got the finale of Tom McFarlane's run, and then it's a whole new Spawn with Matthew Rosenberg coming on writing. Cannot wait. Matthew Rosenberg, I've sung his praises before. I love What's Furthest Place from Here. Did a recent miniseries from Image, which I've forgotten. He's doing a new one with an Abraham Lincoln robot, which I'm going to get in trade paperback. That's why I've not picked it up. And also one of my all-time favourite books of the past few years for just a fun, rip-roaring horror comic, DC versus Vampires. Wonderful, wonderful series. I've sung its praises, and I know people like Geeky Old Hog adore the book as well. So I have full faith in Matthew Rosenberg bringing the horror to Spawn and just giving a fresh lick of paint and a new perfect jumping on point for people like me who kind of liked Spawn when it was written by like people like Paul Jenkins and other people, but fell off the bandwagon when Tom McFarlane came on writer duties. Nothing against Tom McFarlane. He's very Stan Lee. He likes words. He likes lots of words, lots and lots, as you can see here. So yeah, I'm happy to be trying Spawn again. And then this is the fun bit of the video. So my comic shop, when a comic's been on the stands for about 2 months, they put it in the back issue box, and when it's DC or Marvel, they reduce it to $2, to £2, which is about $2.50, I think, now with the exchange rate. So I thought I'll try the newly launched jumping in point for Aquaman, now Emperor Aquaman. Didn't bother with the KO stuff. I've still got the stuff before KO, so I won't get those. I could do, they were in the box as well. But I thought I'll give Emperor Aquaman a chance. And like I said, it's £2, so I took it to the counter. And because I've got a really good relationship with the shop, I've been going there since I was a teenager, when it was called by a different name. And they said, the guy speaks to me. He's a really nice guy. We've chatted quite a lot. We geek out about similar stuff, and he's a big fan of Mortal 4 as well, so that works in my favour. He said, because it's you, look, this just accidentally fell in your bag, so I got it for free. But it doesn't stop there. Here Comes Daredevil, The Man Without Fear, Epic Collection number 2. Mike Murdoch Must Die by Stan Lee, but most important of all, Gene Colan. Wonderful, wonderful Gene Colan artwork. This normally goes for about £40. They had it on special offer reduced to £29.99, then they had it reduced to £19.99. But the person said, the one who was having a laugh with, he said, look, because it's you, how about, so instead of it being £19.99, you get it at the staff discount, what we buy it for at staff, which was £5. I got an epic collection full of Gene Colan artwork for £5. £5 Can you believe it? I can't. Really, really made up with that. It's my sweet spot. It's Gene Colan. It's late 60s Marvel. Good stuff. Good stuff. I've got to say, he's not as wordy as Tom McFarlane. But look at that artwork, just beautiful. So yeah, really happy with that. So that's my haul. I don't think I've done bad there. I mean, obviously that's the superstar. That was a nice surprise as well, getting that for free. And if I enjoy it, who knows? I might start getting Emperor Aquaman. But yeah, so tried a few new things. Got Spawn back on board with Spawn. I'm getting King Spawn as well. So got my Conan fixes. Multiple. Everybody, if you don't like me, if you're normally jaded with Marvel, get Mortal 4. It's amazing. It's wonderful. Gorgeous art. Pasquale Ferry is on it majority of the time, and when he's not on, there's another artist who's equally good who does the fill-ins, so it doesn't feel like a fill-in. Firestorm, wonderful. Geiger, what can I say? It's just glorious. Marshmallow, fun, but I'm glad it's finishing with number 12. I enjoy reading it, but it gives me a headache at the same time. Bleeding Hearts. This is the Dennis Camp I want, and it doesn't hurt that the art by Stephen Morion is just gorgeous. Absolute Batman, the absolute goat. Can't wait to read that. And then it's a James Tynion book, World Tree. Why more people aren't reading this, I have not got a clue, but you're missing out on something wonderful. So that's everything I got for this weekend. Um, I I can definitely say I won't be going next week. I'm just going to let it sit next week, just because I've got a lot of stuff. I've got loads. I've got 2 weeks worth of comics I've not read yet. I need to read stuff before I start buying more stuff. So I am missing it next week. I'm skipping a week, and I'll get 2 weeks worth the following time. Um, but like I said, there's a book coming. If you're on Fred, you know which one it is. But there's a book coming which I've wanted. It reprints two graphic novels that I had back in the day in the 80s and 90s, but it also includes a third graphic novel that's never been printed before. So if, and I'm talking to you, Geeky Hog, if you saw my post on Fred's and you saw what the book is, if you've got those two volumes already and you've not got this omnibus hardcover, you're missing out on something special because it's got a volume in there that's never seen the light of day before. So hope that keeps you suitably intrigued. I have put on YouTube as well a post where you can. I thought I was mentioned about my wish list, Amazon wish list, and I hadn't even put the link on before because I'm stupid. I'm an umpty, as I've said numerous times before in my videos. But my link is now showing on on a post on my YouTube channel, and also which is a clickable one, which brings you straight to it. And I've also done it on my information on my YouTube profile. And that's if you want to. It's coming up to my birthday soon, but if you do want to, get one of the books, whether it's one of the cheaper ones or one of the most expensive ones, completely up to you. You don't need to. I mean, just keep watching my videos because you want to watch my videos. But if you do want to get books what you think might be interesting for me to look at, do an overview of, and do a review of, then by all means, all you need to do is simply just click on the one that you want to get, and that'll send it directly to me. Okay, so that's enough waffle. I am reading a book at the moment. Might as well say while I've got a captive audience, if you've not logged off already. I'm halfway through The Undertaker, so I might do a quick review of it because I've done an overview of it, but I'll do a quick review of my thoughts and feelings of the book after having read it. So hopefully that'll be coming, if not today, then maybe tomorrow. Because like I said, I've read one, it comprises two books inside here. I've read the first part, so I've just got to read the second part, and I'm having a blast. So it's going to be a positive review. So that's it. Enough waffle. Bye.